Hey guys, I'm Max Laferriere. I played Ghostface in Scream 6, and you're watching Craven Something Scary.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, visitors, subscribers, patrons, doggies. That's right, doggies here. And my Cravenites, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Our Wednesday night Screamathon is coming to a close, sadly, with Scream 6. I mean, it's shocking that we're already here at the end of the road. It felt like it would, when you say 6 weeks, you're like, man, that's a long time. That's how fast it goes. So here we are to wrap up the last of the Scream films that have been released to this date is, of course, Scream 6, as we know. And as always, I'm not alone in this adventure. So please welcome my amazing guests, as always. First up, I want to bring on from the Night Watch Zone my good friends Knight and Coriander. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. It's a little different than when JT does it. He does, hey. And we're like, hey.
I know, it's great. Knight, I got to tell you, I love the look of the room, but you're missing. What would make it really awesome would be like some candles or something would really enhance the atmosphere.
I agree.
Just a suggestion for next time. Just a thought.
I agree.
He's messing with us.
Is he though?
Oh, he is.
Hey, I could see it. I like candlelight. I got candlelight. But anyway.
So do I. So do I, man.
I do, yeah. And anyway, so welcome back, guys. It's great to have you.
Right. You're all right.
And also, we have our next guest, who's been with us on this entire journey together. Please welcome the one and only from Ragon Productions, the foremost authority of Scream memorabilia, and just a wealth of knowledge, and a consultant on Scream 4 and 5. Please welcome Nate Ragon. What's up, Nate?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man. Great to have you back. Thanks for coming.
Great to be here. Sad it's the last one for now.
I know. Me too.
Right. For now.
This has been really fun every Wednesday hanging out with you guys and watching these movies, man. It's like, dang. Hate to see it end.
Who says it has to?
Well, that's true too. You know what? Hey, we can always talk offline. See what there's a lot of movies out there. That's for sure.
We did talk about one a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
that's true.
We did. What was it? It was. I'm drawing a blank, guys. Oh my gosh.
Wasn't it Shocker?
My Soul to Take.
My Soul to Take.
Right.
That's right. My Soul to Take. Hey, maybe if you guys are open next Wednesday, I know we're live and broadcasting everybody. We could talk offline, but if there's something to think about on your calendars, we just roll one more week into My Soul to Take. I'm up for that.
I'd love to watch that one.
Yeah, actually, that would be pretty awesome.
I've never seen it.
Oh, that's the last film that Wes Craven wrote and directed. Both. That's his last one. So Scream 4 is the last film he directed, but the last one he wrote and directed was My Soul to Take.
My Soul to Take.
Although I know I mean, and I'm sure you can attest to this, Nate, that he was also doing writing on 4 with
yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, big time.
Against his will, but yes.
That's right. Exactly. Hey, real quick, guys, before we get started, we want to say hi to the chat, and we have a couple of anniversaries. Jerry Wilson has been a member for 8 months now. Wow, that's
Nice.
amazing,
All
Jerry.
right.
Thank you, man. Says that flew by. Thank you, Craven. You're the man. Well, thank you, Jerry. It's incredible. It has flown by. And wow, 8 months of support. Thank you. That's so generous. And I appreciate your faithfulness, man. Not only being a Cravenite, but being in the live chats, just a great part of the community and supporting, your great messages that we have one-on-one. Thanks, Jerry, for everything. I appreciate you, buddy. And also, look at here. Look here. Denisha with the 23-month anniversary.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow. She is a month away from the platinum goal. The platinum club is how I like to call it. Says, hey, Stephen, 23 months has been crazy busy as well. I can't believe how long it's been ever since I crashed your channel. Love you, Stephen. Hey, night and bam. Oh,
Hey.
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 Right back at you, Denisha. It has been a crazy almost 2-year ride, hasn't it? Oh my goodness. But I have to say, there's been challenges. There's been a lot of learning moments along the way, and
Mhm.
Night knows all about those because I've poured my soul out to Night so many
Yep.
times.
Mhm.
But in all of this journey, it's been so many more highs than lows.
That's right.
Not even close, Night,
Yeah,
and
it's true.
yeah, it's not even comparable. You hit a bump every now and then, and something happens, whatever. But
Hmm.
when compared to the big picture, it's it's very small. So
It's true. Very true.
perspective, right? Remember what Lynn McCree said about Wes
Right.
Craven told her? How does he
Yep.
stay calm? How does he stay it's even tempered?
Yep.
Perspective is his answer.
Hmm.
So, and it's the same for all of us. Perspective.
That's right.
Thank you, Denisha, for your faithful support. That's incredible. You're almost there to the Platinum Club. You're almost there, just days away. All right. And real quick, another one just popped up real quick. Drusif is celebrating 4 months tonight. And thank
Okay.
you, Drew, for 4 months of support. Love this squad and being a channel member with the rest of the Cravenites. The time spent here, I wouldn't trade for anything. Stay classy. Oh, thank you,
All right.
Drew. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate your encouragement. You're always so encouraging, Drew, and supportive, and
Mhm.
you're always present. You're here. You're just a great part of the community, man. And whether you're sending me a direct message or you're leaving it in the live chat, it's so positive, always positive and encouraging.
Yep.
So, man, that means a lot. It means a lot. I mean, Nate's is a content creator. Knight, Coriander, we all are. And when we see encouraging notes and comments, man, it means a lot. So
Yep.
thank you. Thank you, buddy. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to play a clip. I know it hasn't been a super chat, but I feel like with all the anniversaries, let's play a little clip here real quick. And I'm probably going to get dinged on this, and we'll have to go back and trim it out. But I think it's kind of just I'm in the mood to play it. It's a new clip. So here we go, guys. Sometimes you want to be the king of the universe or the queen of the universe. Just like these yeah.
What? What?
I had to play it. I had to play it.
Wow.
I only played it one other time and I got a ding, had to take it out. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it
Really?
again. I
You got a
did.
ding for that?
The music, the darn music
Wow.
in the background.
Serious?
Sounds like it would be
Yeah.
copyrighted.
That sounds like something
Yeah.
that you'd hear back in the 70s.
Exactly. Some like
Who's looking out for that?
I can't believe it. Bang, there it came. I'm like, are you serious?
Mm-mm-mm.
So, hey, it is what it is. I'll fix it later. I wanted to play it.
Wow.
Sometimes you just pull the trigger, man. You know.
Yeah, you do. I've been down that road.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Real quick, guys, we got like 30 folks in the chat, so I'm going to give a huge blanket hello to everyone. We appreciate you all. Thanks to my mods who are here. Val, the general's here. Polar is here. Denisha is here as well.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. That's awesome. So glad that you guys are all here, as well as everyone else as well. You are here for a treat tonight. Also, make sure if you've not subscribed to both of my guests, Nate over at Ragon Productions, there is his Instagram where you can follow him. And we're also putting in links. I know you guys are putting links into their channels as well. So if you guys would continue to do that, I would appreciate it. And Night and Coriander at the Night Watch Zone, you definitely need to be subscribing to the Night Watch Zone. Oh my gosh. Content streams constantly, shorts, it just, you can't catch your breath. There's, I
Neither
mean, it's
can
like, I was going to say, imagine, I mean, every time I turn around, it's like notification, bam, notification, bam, like, dude. So Night is working hard. The guy's working hard. Coriander, all of them are working hard. So please support. Here's Nate's YouTube channel, by the way. And Night as well, I know he's going to be put here in the chat. So thank you guys, Val or Polar, for putting Night's channel in too as well. And just put in the Night Watch Zone. It's actually in the description of this stream as well. If you go to the description, it's right there. But there it is too. So there you go, making it easy on you. Be sure you subscribe. I wanted to mention that up front. And also, before we start the film, I want to mention one other thing. This Friday, speaking of movies, is our Friday matinee, which we do every Friday, which is part of our family. What is it, Night? Our
Friday Family Fun Day.
I never remember that. Like a tongue twister. Friday Family Fun Day. And we're starting it off here on my channel. And as we do every Friday with a Friday matinee of Nefarious live watch party, 11 a.m. Central Time on Friday morning, 12 p.m. Eastern. So come join us if you're able to watch the matinee. And we're going to watch This Is Coriander's Choice this week.
Yeah.
So, Coriander, all right. This is the first time watch for me.
Ooh,
And
I
I have
enjoy it.
no idea, Coriander. I didn't even read the description.
Oh yeah, going blind.
I'm going in blind. All I
That
see is
the
this
way
poster.
to do it.
Ooh, speak of the devil. I'm like, oh Lord, help me. So here we go. But we're gonna do this thing together, holding hands.
That's right.
And then Friday night we'll pick it back up, right? Family
Yep.
Fun Day on your channel.
Yes, we'll be here on Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Watchers Live.
Yeah.
And we will be discussing the 2010s, our favorite picks from the 2010s for horror films. We're going to do our elimination chamber and see what film will be the last one standing. And if it's anything like our other decades,
dude,
who knows what's going to be last, because it's absolutely bonkers.
To quote Mark Kincaid, all bets are off.
There you go. Good for you. That was good.
And Nate, you may be, I think you'll be happy to hear this, because I don't think you may not know this, but when we all got together and we did this, and we did the 2000s, so 2000 to 2009,
yes,
the movie that won best horror film of those 9 years or whatever was Scream 3.
Yes.
Yes, it won. I know, that's right.
It beat so many others. It was wow. That was a fun stream, man.
That was.
That's
fun
perfect.
stream.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
It was
And
great.
last thing I want to share real quick. Again, I'm going to get this in really fast. On Saturday, just 3 days from now, on the 6th, Saturday night, guys, my very special guest is joining me, Daniel Salazar, the stunt coordinator for Saw X. He will be here, and we're going to be discussing all things Saw X. So if you enjoyed that movie, you need to be here Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. And he's going to walk us through all of his work as the coordinator or the stunt coordinator. And I'm sure we're going to get some great scoops on the traps and all kinds of good stuff. So this is going to be a fun one. Actually, this is the first individual who's worked on that film that I've had the opportunity to meet. So very excited. Yeah, very excited. So that's what's going on over here on my little corner of the world, or I should say my little speck of sand on this humongous beach known as YouTube. So I hope that you'll be here. All right. Once again, chat, I love you. Thank you for being here at 30 people and holding to watch Scream 6. Gentlemen and Coriander, I think it's about that time. Do you agree?
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. And thank you, Val, for linking the stream there for Daniel coming up on Saturday night. I appreciate it. Guys, also, if you're here and you have not yet smashed the thumbs up button, please do so. The YouTube algorithm looks at those things and helps extend the reach of this stream. And we would love for new folks to come into the channel and meet you guys and meet this community and be a part of it and stick around. So let's do this thing. All right. Amazon Prime, unfortunately, there's no watch party option, guys. So it's like before. I'll do actually Night we'll do a countdown in a little bit for us, and all of us will hit play at the same time. And let me think. What was I? Oh, good question. Polar's asking, is it spoiler free? Night? Yes, we are. Spoilers are permitted. This is probably the last watch party you'll ever hear me say that in for a very long time. So, yes, you can reveal spoilers. That way, Night, any of us on the panel have freedom as well to speak freely. We don't have to think about it. We can just go with it. We're going to assume everyone has watched the movie. If you haven't, be warned. It might get spoiled as we watch it. So just be ready to roll the dice if you are comfortable with that. Otherwise, I would watch it and then come back and watch the replay. But yeah, grab your favorite beverages and snacks. We're getting ready to start. Amazon Prime. Yes, that's right. Paramount Plus has it without any additional cost if you are a Prime Video member. All right. I think we are good to go. Let's see. Real quick, while everyone's getting ready, I see some folks are still getting it pulled up. DJ, you can also rent it on different platforms. You can rent it on Prime, Vudu, all the usual suspects. It's very readily available. So just go to Google, type in Scream 6, and boom, you'll find it. Hello, Daleka, if I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Welcome. All right. It's a great thing to start my day with. Good morning, Screamers. Ooh. Well, good morning. Let's see. What part of the world are you in? I'm just curious because it's 8:30 p.m. Central here where I'm at in the States, and it's morning there, so you're a good ways away. So let us, well, not necessarily. It could be midnight, I guess, but anyway, would love to know where you're located.
Australia.
There you go. Western
That's
Australia.
what I was thinking.
Nice. Nice. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. And if you've not subscribed to the channel and to my guests, please do so. If you love Scream, trust me, everyone on this panel, Nightwatch Zone, Nate, my Ragon Productions, you won't find anything more Scream than the Ragon Productions. Let me just tell you. And here as well, love to do it. So would love to have you as a part of our community. All right. Okay, guys. I think on that note, we're going to go ahead and start the movie. So everyone get ready. Make sure your subtitles are turned on. And I think that's the last thing. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, Knight. How about I'm going to keep it easy, man. I'm not going to beat you up on this, Knight. All right. So how about we just do a countdown from 5?
Oh, okay. We can do that.
We can do
All
that.
right. Sounds good.
All
Okay.
right.
Here we go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
All right. Here we go. Falling stars. Okay. I remember Night and Nate. Yeah, I'm sure you remember this too. I was like, I want Samara Weaving in this movie so bad.
Mhm.
Right?
And the minute they signed her, do you remember? I was like, oh, we got our opening kill. Like the
I
minute she
know.
was signed, it was like,
Yep.
it's done.
100%.
We knew it.
Yep.
I remember when they posted like the first photo of her on set during production, and there were a lot of people that were like, "Oh, I think she's the killer," because I don't know what they were thinking she was the killer because of something in the photo, and I was like, "No,
No,
I was
no
like,
way.
it's not happening. there's just no way."
I mean, if she could have made it the entire movie, like been the movie, the whole, oh, that would have been incredible. But there's like,
Right?
no, there's no way. No. She's great.
Yeah. The niece of Hugo Weaving.
That's
For all,
right.
for all you Matrix fans, Mr.
Yeah.
Smith.
That's right. I'd always, I never remember that.
Mm.
I have to ask you, Nate and Knight Coriander, how do you, looking back on this now, how did you feel about us not having Roger doing all of this? I, what do you think about that?
Well, it was definitely different.
I guess in like hindsight, I was okay with it, knowing what we know about the opening
Right.
film after you see it. Similar to Scream 3, you had a majority of those calls were the voices of somebody else.
Right.
It didn't really make sense until you've seen the whole movie and you know how the voice changer worked. So then you're going, oh, okay, I get it now and I like it and it makes sense. I guess I kind of looked at it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just curious. Yeah. I mean, I'm, again, like you say, knowing the circumstances of what's going on later, it does kind of make sense, that it wasn't. It was just different. It caught me off guard. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah. Definitely.
Unless we've got that Screen 3 voice changer back. And I was like,
Right.
do we have that back?
That's right. It's also different listening to her speak normal, in her regular accent.
It is. That's right, Polar. We did talk about her playing Gail in the musical. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey. Mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Mr. Matthew Coder in costume. There he is.
Ooh.
And he's
I
the nicest guy in the world.
love this opening.
Woo!
Man, she can scream, bro.
Mhm.
Yes, she can.
Dang. Wow.
Man.
That's a great shot right there.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Such a great shot.
Mm.
Bro, in the theater, it was so crazy with the scene,
Oh, yeah. Like no title card.
right? I
You're
was like, what?
what is happening? I know.
That was great.
Yes. Wow. Man.
I literally leaned over to the person next to me and said, "What is happening?" When that happened, I was like,
That's
What
exactly
is
what we did. I was like, they did a reveal. You remember that?
I did.
Spicy mustard.
There it is. Spicy mustard. That's it right there. Nate, Speedy was asking about, do you think that was a Scream 5 robe there that Matthew Coder was wearing?
It could have been. They had them on set. They had a couple of the ones that were left over.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
Mm. Psycho. There's Psycho right there. There's some great references in this apartment.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. There it is. Look what they're watching.
Mhm.
Yeah, buddy. Yes.
How does the kitchen become the most popular place in the house at these times?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I want to point out he just revealed the motive fitching Rishi's film.
Hmm.
I think this is the writers confirming a cult of Ghostface. I really believe this is confirmation of the cult.
Oh yeah.
Because here we are in New York City with people that obviously are involved with the thread
Hmm.
from the dreaded thread. So I think Stu placed the ad in the dreaded thread or the post, and this confirms it to me, the cult.
Hmm.
What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yeah,
It's all right there. It's set up. I mean, if they choose not to go down that road, it's kind of going to be an odd decision.
Mhm.
You know, with 7.
yeah, man.
And you remember we were calling for a cult like forever before this came out.
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
The whole year waiting for it.
Yeah, man. I think that was one of our biggest wishes was, just multiple Ghostface killers and, the
Mhm.
cult. Yeah.
That's right. Yep. Oh,
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 the mask looks awesome.
Mhm.
Oh,
man.
oh,
There.
wow.
Oh,
Mm.
I mean, he sounded just like Richie. What about my ending? Remember, like we got
Yeah.
to finish the
Yes.
movie. It's like, dude,
Mhm.
And
they're
Ghostface's line there,
right.
that was like just as shocking as the reveal to hear Ghostface say that, who gives an F about movies? You
Right.
in the theater the first time you just go, like, what is this killer all about? Like, what is going on?
Right.
This is
Yep,
different. Something
that's
different.
right. Big time.
Now, whether or not what we got in the end was actually something different, that's a whole other story. But that moment made you really feel like, okay, we're getting a different beast this time.
Yeah. Yep.
And Craven, if I remember correctly, her psychiatrist here,
Hmm.
that was who your final prediction was the mastermind. And
Yes.
I remember watching that video 2 hours before the first showing that I went to, and I said the same thing. I looked at everybody in the room that we were all going to see the movie. I was like, "He's right. That's it. That's it. That's exactly who it is. I know it. I know it. I know it."
Oh man, that's so cool, Nate, that you watched my predictions video
Yeah.
before the movie. That honestly means a lot to me. Uh, but yeah, I totally felt like he's the mastermind. He's gonna manipulate Sam. He's gonna get in her
Right.
head.
Yeah.
And boy, was I wrong.
Yep.
Was I
Yeah.
wrong?
That was another Cotton Weary Scream 3 opening scene moment. When he
Yeah.
gets off, I remember going into Scream 3 thinking, yeah, it's got to be Cotton this time. It only makes sense. And right up, as soon as the opening was over, I was like, well, so
Yeah.
much for that.
I know. Got that out of the way early,
Yeah.
But I do love all the Funko Pops behind the Dr. Stone here on
Yeah.
the table.
And I think in this, it might have been filmed too, but in the script, it specifically says that he had like a NECA Ghostface figure too. And when Sam's like leaving his office, she looks at it with like Like, why am I even? Why is this guy my doctor? Like, clearly he's like obsessed with this stuff. So maybe they thought that was a little too on the nose to
Right.
this movie, but
Oh man.
And he's such a good actor too, man. Henry Czerny, just
Ooh.
so charismatic, great presence.
I mean, he was a great villain in
Mission
Ready or
Impossible.
Not. Yeah, and Ready or Not.
Yeah,
Oh, I
That's
love
another
Ready or
reason
Not.
when they used him in Ready or Not. I thought, yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna be the mastermind because he's so good at being twisted and
Absolutely. Man.
I like how you can hear the sirens.
mm,
New York City.
Yep.
yeah, I know. Like one of the popular gripes that I always saw online with this was everyone's like, "Well, it didn't feel like New York because like where was all the monuments and stuff?" And I was like, I mean, there's a part of me that gets that, but on the other hand, it's like, how often do people that live in New York go to the Empire State Building or something, or they go to the,
Right.
the Statue of Liberty? Like, to most people that live in New York, this is New York. It's just
Right. Not everybody goes to
Yeah.
those things all the
their
time.
little corner of New York, their little neighborhood. That's
right.
what New York is to most people.
Yep.
So I don't think it needed that. I don't think it needed a scene with Ghostface chasing them through the Empire State Building or chasing them in front of the I just don't think it needed any of that.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Make a Beta Zeta.
Wow.
It's way too bad.
Way too big.
That's right.
This movie has a lot of great character moments.
It does. It really does. I think these actors had some great opportunities.
Yeah.
Yep. That's I think the number one thing I think they did really well in this movie was developing these people, these characters for us more,
Yep.
Hmm.
getting to know them. Like 5 was like speed dating. It was so fast.
Yeah.
And this they actually slowed down a little bit, which I thought was great.
Hmm.
Now there's some other script things that we could talk about, but
Right.
as far as character development, I thought they did well
Yeah. They
in that
did a
area.
much better job.
Hmm.
He was really good in this.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that they referenced Argento.
Hmm.
Yep.
Smartest person in the movie right now.
Yep.
Hmm.
Right? Like, make up your mind, little sis. Yeah, boy. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Richie. You have to. That's great.
I love it.
Samantha. You and us. Oh! You notice I said anyone that gets between you and us.
Yep.
Sure did.
Here it is.
Max the Fatty Air and Ghostface
Oh!
did an amazing job.
Yeah. Like, he was so brutal. It was
So
great.
brutal. Yeah, he was. And Jason Cavalier, the bodega clerk, super nice guy as well.
You know, a lot of people said like, "Oh, this is so crazy! It's like the first time Ghostface did this like in front of a bunch of people." But really, he did it in Scream 2 in the movie theater in the opening
Yeah.
scene. Killed
Yep.
somebody in front of everybody.
That's true, man. Sure did.
Not trying to take anything away from this. I love this scene.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's in such confidence. And he's like,
You remember when we saw this, we were talking about how he was so tactical,
tactical. Yeah, man.
Not at all uncomfortable with a firearm, which
Right.
ended
Yeah.
up being very telling.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This was such a great sequence, man, within the whole franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
What is he doing?
What?
I remember Michelle Aliberte, the production designer, said that paid a pretty penny to have their name everywhere in the store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the Coors beer cans in the cooler everywhere. Oh man.
Smart. Mm. Yeah, baby.
Kirby.
Back from the dead.
That's right. That's right, Polar.
I love the little music. There it is.
Love the music kicking in there.
We have a throwback to Scream 1 a little bit there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. That's it.
Oh, nice move.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey.
Hey,
Well, I'm glad you're here. We're glad to keep you company while you're waiting on your next flight. It's awesome. If you need a timestamp, let us know. Oh, her story isn't ended, Gail.
that's right.
She's coming back, baby. Scream
There
7.
she is. We had to save this thing one way or the other.
That's right.
Ah, yes. Invasion.
Man, just trying to eat his cereal.
Right.
Now, Craven, at what point on your first viewing did you realize all right, it's not him. Was it the moment he dies, or was it as soon as they showed him in this scene right here, where you're like, ah,
Immediately,
yeah,
immediately,
same.
this was it.
Yeah,
Yeah. When they showed him on the couch and you hear the knock, I'm like, that's it. It's done.
Mhm.
Let's implode that theory.
I know. That's what I was thinking in the theater too, man. I was like, well, there goes that.
isn't that what? That's what's so fun about these, though, right?
It is.
You,
It
you,
is.
you just convince yourself going in. You're like, I know it. It's this person, and I've studied, and I know it. Nope.
Yep. Nope.
Oh,
And you really do really halfway want to be wrong, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that you're surprised, but yeah, dang it. Uh, that's it. Now we got a little bit of red right hand.
mm, mm, mm. Here we go.
All right, here we go. This is my least favorite part of the movie. I have to say, is Mindy's rule rant. It's just so over the top, man.
Not actually.
Exactly.
Bigger amount of survivors.
Higher ghost face count, lower victim count. Yep, that's right, Oliver. Spoilers are allowed tonight. Are they though?
Right? Wow. Don't remind us.
I was going to say, don't talk about Luke Skywalker. That's
I
just
know,
wrong.
right? I
Uh,
draw the line at Luke.
Yeah, man, they did him dirty.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did.
Ryan Johnson.
does that movie even exist? I mean,
No,
not in
No.
my mind.
nope, it's not in my canon.
Star Wars ended with 7 to me, honestly.
Yeah,
Mm.
Thought they did a good job setting up
right,
future movies with 7. 7 was nowhere near perfect
right.
Mhm.
by any means, but they did such a good job at setting up like some amazing stuff to come, and then it just crumbled.
That was it. It crumbled. But
Yeah.
yeah. Ryan Johnson destroyed it.
Yep.
Oh, Mindy. I mean, she's not wrong there.
He's not wrong. And we talked about that as a theory too.
Man. Yep.
Uh-oh. There it is.
Roman.
Angelina.
Oh, hey, Channing. Thanks for stopping by, man. All
Hey.
right. Appreciate it. Sleep well, buddy. Hope you sleep well tonight.
Look at the board, man. You see the board?
Oh, yeah, man. Let's go. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Was he though?
Exactly.
Mm. Hmm. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Nope. There it is.
Here it is, man.
The core four. I don't know, man. I'm not saying, just saying.
Right? When I heard it in the theater, I was like, Steven! It was great.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
That's right. I started getting text messages, DMs. They're like, dude, they've listened to your streams, they've watched your content. I'm like, what?
Mm.
I was like, well, I'll let you guys say it. Jason. That's funny. Uh, It's possible, Jennifer. I know. I remember hearing somebody say. I know Jake was talking about it. How they radio silence apparently claimed they actually do pay attention. Like they watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Yeah. Yeah. That's right, Fuller. My claim to fame is the Core 4, which I coined that phrase, and then spicy hot dog. Huh? That's great. That's funny. I was a great shot, even though, yeah, even though
Right.
we know what we know.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great Ghostface moments in this movie.
There is.
Like, however anyone feels about the ending or all that aside, there's so many great Ghostface moments in this movie.
Yep, 100%, man.
Mm. Dang. That's crazy how you just walked in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh,
There we go.
here we go. Time to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Wow. The knives are gone.
They're all gone. I'm telling you. Mindy, butch up,
Oh.
man.
Oh. Wow.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
Mm. Oh.
Oh gosh, Mindy.
Right?
Come on. I know it hurts. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously.
Right.
This other chick's got her whole gut cut open.
Oh. Oh.
Man.
Get away from the door, man.
I know.
Scream 4.
Mm-hmm.
Who was Ghostface in this scene? Like
That's
the
Max
actor?
Leferrier.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Max played all the scenes with the aged mask.
that's what I thought.
Yep.
That's a great shot right there.
Yes.
Did he
it
keep
is.
one of the age masks?
Trying to remember. You know what?
I mean, they had so many of them, so that's why I wasn't sure if he.
I don't remember. I've been emailing. We've been emailing each other lately, and I'm gonna have Max back on soon, and I'll ask him when he comes back.
Perfect. Yeah, I always like to know where
Yeah,
stuff ends up. You know.
definitely. Yeah, I'll ask him. I'm actually going to have him and Matthew Coder, who killed Samara Weaving, and he's also in the theater scene with
Okay.
Chad. He's one of those. I'll ask him. He wore the regular white mask,
All right.
the shiny mask, right? Um, I'll ask him if he got any masks either.
Ooh.
Move it. Okay. Now see, this is where you send her, Annika. Annika should
Right.
go now.
Right.
Yes. No. Really? Oh man. Oh man, dude.
I know
Poor
she
girl
took.
here.
Yeah. No. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, ah, man, you just gotta go.
No, man.
You got no other choice.
You really don't.
Come on, man. Ugh. I just couldn't imagine getting to that point and stopping. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'd have to keep trying, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so close, bro.
I mean, she's really right there.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Ooh.
This is that's just the worst. Like,
Wow.
dude. Do you notice Melissa's got her fan on her arm?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
What does she have on her arm?
That was a blooper. I never noticed that. Melissa's got her arm around Mindy right at the where she got stabbed, like holding her arm. Like Mindy would have been screaming. Sorry. I never noticed that before.
I kept seeing her hair flying all over the place. That's what I was seeing.
Here comes one of my favorite moments, the Batman moment.
Yeah.
Dermot Mulroney.
The Batman moment.
Yes.
Oh.
That's for my family. You die.
You die.
Little Christian Bale, Dark Knight.
Right. Where is he? She was right.
Yes, she was. She nailed him. not buying it. That's the Dark Knight.
Yep. The Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
He's a child.
She's a child.
Wow.
All right, I have to say, even though they spoiled it in this trailer, shame on you.
Mm-hmm.
This Michelle Liberate and her team did an amazing job with this.
Mhm.
They did so impressive.
Mm-hmm.
She said radio silent. Matt and Tyler told her and her team to get in a conference room and write down everything they can think of as iconic in the franchise. And they came up with this massive list. She took it to Matt and Tyler and like, which ones do you want? They said all of them. Do them all. They make every one of them. So they did. I think Nate's shrine may already be that big.
Right.
I wish I had a warehouse full. I promise you, I would set it up exactly like that too.
Yeah,
It
man.
looks amazing though, doesn't it?
It's incredible.
I mean, they put everything in here, man. They really did.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Yep. That was cool. And these little moments, like when Kirby sees,
Mm-hmm.
Jill's shirt.
Yeah. And
Henry.
it's so cool. Wow.
This was cool. This was really cool.
Yep.
Here it is.
Yep.
I can't lie, man. When we were in the theater, it got me.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, man.
What a great shot.
Yeah, man. I had a still shot of that.
Mhm.
I used to use in videos all the time.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here. Same
Mhm.
here.
Love it.
Just so good what they were able to do.
Yep.
Hey.
Exactly. He's alive and well. Oh yeah.
This was cute.
Ooh. Oh yes.
Yeah, it is.
The fact that Psycho 2 got mentioned is amazing, dude.
It is, and I'm glad they did it.
Me too.
Much respect.
Yep. Oh,
It is.
dude. Dewey's theme gets me.
It does.
Hmm.
Hmm. Wow.
Mhm.
her smile, man.
That was cute.
Mm-hmm. Hayden was so happy to be in this movie, back amongst the franchise.
Yeah, man.
It was so good to see her come back.
It was.
Hmm. 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 Now that was a good scene for him, which kind of it threw me off a little. I was like, oh well, maybe maybe he's not. Mm.
All right, Stu Mocker on the phone.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Your dad. Oh.
Oh.
Mm. 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 That's a great shot. Look at that.
Oh,
They knew
yeah.
what they were doing.
Yes.
That's great.
And we know there's no way this is the person they claim it's supposed to be.
Right?
No way. Sorry.
Mm.
Actually, it makes more sense to me that this would be Stu. See, if we go with the theory he kills Dewey, he wants to take out Gale now.
Mm.
No, Speedy. Michelle Liliberte said that this is an actual on location apartment that they rented out. It's not a set. They replaced all the furniture, of course, and everything, and got it back to normal. But yeah, no, not a set. It's real.
Now, Craven, were like not even are you at all concerned about Stu possible return when they announced Kevin Williamson as the director, knowing that he's gone on record several times saying, no, he's dead, 100% sure. I would never bring him back. He would never come back. When they announced him as director, does that concern you at all? That if that was something that was in the cards, that he would just nix it completely, or
Well, I mean, here's the way I look at it, man. I think that he has to say he's dead up to this point.
Hmm.
Because you can't say he's alive to me, especially when he did that interview, because at that point he wasn't even directing at that time.
Yeah.
So, um, no, I mean, no, not really, man. I think as long as Guy Busick is the writer, which he is he's a Stu Truther. He's on record saying he's always trying to find a way to get Stu into a movie. So
Hmm.
with Guy Busick still being the writer, I think we have as good a chance as any that it still could happen. Um, so, and I think Kevin Williamson, man, I don't know how much create control does he have. I don't know,
Hmm.
um,
Right.
but I'm not convinced that Kevin wouldn't bring him back, even though I know he said in his mind he was dead. Said the same thing about Kirby, and Guy and James brought her back. So of course he
Hmm.
wasn't director then; it was Radio Silence.
Right.
But so I guess there is a bit of a wild card factor. Like, what does he really feel? How does he really feel? Because I don't really trust a lot of interviews stuff.
Hmm.
A lot of that's to me posturing and positioning. What do you think, man? Do you think
I
it helps
agree with
or hurts?
I agree with you that I don't think that he would necessarily have the say
Yeah.
at the end of the day. I mean, I'm sure if he pitched a fit, like if Guy delivered a script that okay, Stu's back and he's alive and he's the killer. I'm sure if Kevin pitched a fit,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Hmm.
But I, from what I understand, Kevin, if I understand it correctly, from what I was told, people working on the movie, that Kevin was brought in after this new draft was completed,
Okay.
and that he basically came on board as director, accepting that I'm going to direct this draft. But there was
Okay.
no you're the director, you're not the writer. Basically, not saying they necessarily said that to him,
Hmm.
but he basically signed on knowing that he was signing on to direct this completed script.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't
Oh.
like, all right, you're director, here's what we got, let us know. It wasn't anything like that. It was just like, you want to
Okay.
direct this? Sure. So
So if it was written for Stu to come back, sounds like he didn't alter it. That's what you're
right.
saying.
Yeah.
He's let okay.
Right. Whatever the
Well,
script is, whether script Stu's in it or not,
right.
it was not okay, Al, come on, but only if this and this happens. The way I understand it, it was basically like, here's the draft, read it. Do you want to
Hmm.
direct it? Yes. So,
Well, I think that's even better. I
Yeah.
guess in terms of the Stu side of it, I think. Um, and Drusuf is right too. Five Nights at Freddy's. Matthew Lillard could bring in, much like what's her name, Jenna Ortega did
Jenna.
for the Wednesday crowd.
mm-hmm.
You got Matthew Lillard with Five Nights at Freddy, which also, did you guys hear that Five Nights at Freddy has shifted their filming to the fall instead of the summer?
I did. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
whoa! And then all of a sudden, Scream announces. Well, the rumor is on good authority anyway that they're filming in the summer. I mean, if Matthew Lillard is indeed in it, he could have said, "Look, I want to be in Scream 7." So they moved Five Nights to the fall. I'm just saying,
Mhm.
it's to me that's interesting at least to know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I feel honestly, and I may look if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But I have a feeling Matthew Lillard is coming back in this movie. It's a feeling I have, and
In
Right.
some way, shape, or form. Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I think he's.
Whether
think
he
s-
comes back as the killer, whether he comes back
Right.
as in some way, shape, or form, you feel like he's going to be in it in some way.
I think so. I think Stu Macher's in this movie as a living character, not dead.
Living. Yeah.
He's alive.
And
Yes.
then we're gonna hear all the excuses, from the non-believers,
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tom, it's gonna be insane.
hmm
But you know what? I'm gonna love it, and
That's
I'm gonna
right.
savor every minute of it, gentlemen and Oriander,
hmm
because I've been on that. I've been rolling that stew train for 20 plus years,
hmm
and so I'm
Hey,
gonna, man, I'm gonna love it.
this is a great scene too.
Yeah, it
Oh
is.
man, yeah.
And I love 90. Here, evil dies tonight.
Yep.
Evil dies tonight. That's so great. They
Yep.
put that in there.
You get everybody on this. You see Jason, Pinhead, Jigsaw,
Yeah, that's right.
Michael, Evil
Michael
Dies
after
Tonight.
they almost couldn't show Michael, and
Yeah.
that was
That was
a big thing. That was a big thing during production.
Oh yeah.
They just kind of assumed like, well, we'll just get permission for everybody, so they just used everything. It was after they shot it that
Mhm.
they, then reached out, and of course, Paramount already had Jason, and they could use that,
Right.
and they just kept getting permission after permission. Everyone was just like, yeah, that's great, that's so cool. And then from what I understand, when they reached out to Trancas about having the Michael Myers mask in it, they were all for it under certain circumstances, such as a very large payment to have it
Yeah.
featured. So they basically just said, well, we'll just cut that little quick scene of him out. And they just told Trancas, like, we'll just cut it out. And then Trancas, again, as I understand, they changed their tune then. They're like, all right, whatever, just use it. It was kind of like a nice try moment. Like, yeah, you almost got us.
Right.
You tried to get some cash out of it, but
Yeah. It's awesome though, man. It really is.
yeah, the timing and editing and everything in the scene is so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And man, we had so much we talked about after we saw the trailer and saw this scene. Man,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was so much fun.
I
It
was just
was.
gonna say that was one of the moments that's in the trailer where they did a really good job at, like, it wasn't ruined. It wasn't like when you watch the second trailer that came out and you basically saw the entire bodega scene. So you kind of knew it was coming, you knew it was
Right.
going to happen as you're watching it. With this, you felt like you probably knew it was going to happen. But then when you're watching it, they did such a good job at it, just kind of was not what you expected it to be in a good way.
Right, right.
Because the big question I remember at the time was, is Mindy gonna die? Like, is this actually
Mhm.
kind of sneak peeking her death a little bit, like
Yep.
they did with Dewey in the Scream
Yep.
5 trailer?
Ethan, aka Ghostface.
I know.
I gotta admit, man, I know this is gonna sound so flip floppy, but
Yeah.
Mindy had some good moments.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they did enough that they could have done with her,
Hmm.
but she had some good moments.
Yeah. It wasn't all bad or anything. I agree.
Right.
For me, it was just mostly for me. It was the park scene
Yeah.
and this how she reacts to being stabbed, and
Yeah.
then basically doing jumping jacks later on the
That's
same
right.
night. It's like, I don't know, man. That's all. Those bugged me. That's
There's a
all.
nod to Pennywise too, Georgie and Pennywise.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Of course, they had to get the Babadook in there behind Tara.
Yep. That
That was
great.
good.
Danny's like, you're not touching my people. Melissa was great in this, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna miss that character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she really stepped it up, her performance.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that the first, when I got done with watching the movie, that's the first thing I did in the video was shouted her praise.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was hard on her for 5.
Right.
Yeah, she's great in this. Like, great.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
Now the whole paranoia thing going on. Jasmine did a great job with this. Just the looks and just
Mhm.
some good
Uh-huh.
stuff here.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'd be freaked out.
Oh, keeps getting closer.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Night, remember whenever we were breaking this scene down there with
Yes.
Alex?
Yes. That was so much fun, man.
Yeah,
We had the images. We were zooming in.
that's right.
It was almost like we were like investigative journalists. It was great.
It was. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
People right there and not even paying attention. Well, most people today would have earbuds in their, whatever we call them, AirPods in their ears,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah,
headphones.
it's not that far from reality. I mean,
No, it's not.
Right.
lots of crazy stuff happens in cities right in front of people. And people at this point just kind of are like,
Yeah,
stay out of it. I'm going to stay safe and stay out of it.
right.
But you didn't though.
That's right. I'm like, dude, I didn't like that comment. Maybe I'm being a little bit too sensitive, but I was like, that's not cool. Come on, Mindy.
Mm.
Of course, if you've just been stabbed multiple
Right.
times, you
Right.
may say
If
that.
any of us was stabbed by a ghost face, we would instantly be like, oh,
Yeah.
F these movies. No.
Nate can keep all his collectibles.
Terrible.
Nate.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Oh. Yeah, anybody needs a timestamp? We're at 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 5 seconds. There's 33 minutes left.
Melissa is so tall compared to Jenna and Aiden.
Oh, it's true.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah,
It's a pretty good plan.
yeah. Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Can Skeet. Oh. Top story.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So for just a little bit, I let my imagination go with that,
Yeah, me too.
and
Me too.
it felt like a Scooby Doo, not in a good way. Not I mean like 'cause I love Scooby Doo, but it was like closed in environment. You know,
hmm
Kirby's the killer. I let it go for a little bit.
Yeah, me too. And these two, they were great together.
Yeah, they really were.
There you go, buddy. Make it happen. Ah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice punch.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang.
This is
Whoa.
Matthew Coder.
Mm. Oh, this is a great shot. Look at that. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. There you go. Smart.
Ooh.
Nice kick. Dude, they always hesitate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now this is Max on the left and Matthew Coder on the right.
Oh,
Both of them together.
Jenna's reaction is great to this.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I love this. Oh.
and it's cool how one of them is taller than the other, so that was kind of
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
real world good. I
Yep.
was like, whoa.
Remember when got those still shots tonight? And we're
Yes.
like, she's got a brick in her hand.
Yep.
Where'd she get a brick from? Remember?
Yep. She's a little firehouse, isn't she?
I know.
Dang. Oh.
Ooh.
I was like, what?
Now, I have to say, not trying to
What?
be negative,
Uh-huh.
but Laurie Metcalf runs circles around Dermot in this scene in
Yeah.
terms of being over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, little Ethan.
Right? Mm. Mm. Dang. Wow. Uh-oh. Who would have thought, man? I gotta admit, this caught me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm.
Mm. Still is.
Mm.
I know we talked about this before, but it would have been a dead giveaway probably. But how epic would it have been if uh, Dermot Mulroney's character was played by Dennis Quaid?
Right.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh
right.
man, that would have just been like if they could have somehow made that happen without giving anything away ahead of time. It would have been like, wow.
That really would have been wild, man.
And I think he
Yeah.
could have done it for sure. I think he definitely could have
Mhm.
pulled it off.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yep. Yep.
Mm. There it is. Mm.
Mhm.
Wow. Quinn's not playing.
She's so good in this.
She is good.
Oh man.
Mm.
I love that.
She was so good in this movie.
She was. Dang. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh. Oh, did you see the teeth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Quinn got messed up. Oh man, she got stabbed again right
Ow.
there.
Yep. Oh.
Oh. Don't tempt her with a good time.
I was gonna say, dude, that's the wrong question to ask her.
I know, right?
Bless her heart.
Oh
Kirby's in
man.
rough shape, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh man.
Oh, this is a great scene. Man, we had so many theories for this scene. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god.
Yeah, man. One of which is that Tara was evil.
Gonna betray her.
In the
That's
trailer,
right.
Yeah.
they
Yes.
show.
That
Yeah,
that
yep.
look she gives her, you know? Remember
Uh-huh.
I had it freeze frame when we were
I do.
doing our investigation?
That's right. Look at that look.
Yep. Look right yeah, yep. Dang. Man, people are getting stabbed right. It's a stabathon, literally.
Oh, it is,
Ooh,
dude. Wow, man.
this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa was awesome in this. So was Jenna. Ooh,
Oh, oh, oh,
dang.
oh.
Wow.
Gosh. Oh, dang.
Ooh,
Ooh.
good gosh. Mm. I like how she didn't even think. She just went. That was great.
Man.
Mm. Roger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
That's right.
Right. That's great.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy. My favorite kill in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't play around.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
bro. Gosh.
He deserved it.
He
Did.
did. Richie got some love in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See ya, Super Tender. Have a good night.
Good night.
Right.
Mm.
Dr. Stone's office is closed.
Yeah, it is. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Oh.
Greatest boyfriend of all time.
Yeah. I could have used his help in that third act.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. Sorry, man. Exactly. Yeah, he should have died.
I'll be back.
I
I
don't
mean,
have time. And now she's running around.
she's running, having fun doing jumping jacks.
They made a point for her to overemphasize drugs. I can't feel anything below my, because they knew what we were going to say.
Mm-hmm.
But even the best painkillers, you're going to be knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's a movie. I know it's a movie. So sorry, dissuade disbelief. Chunk it. There you go.
Yeah.
And I love this because the Carpenter sisters, if their story is over, it looks like it is, at least for the near future.
I know.
What a way to end it.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, she put the mask, she left the mask behind, and
Yeah.
her and her sister are moving forward into the future together. And
Yeah.
I think that's a great ending for the Carpenters. I mean, and the Mix twins both lived, so it's a happy ending for all of the new characters.
I like it with the gun. He's with the gun that
Yeah.
time. That was cool.
Yeah. There it is. Oh, that's funny. You know what's coming up next on mine?
What?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Wink, wink.
Exactly. Gary Barber. There's Michelle on the birthday. She did a great job.
Yeah, she did.
Wow. As did Max and Matthew on Ghostface. Honestly, I hope there's a part of me that really hopes to go back to Canada because I want to see Max and Matthew back as Ghostface.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Zerny.
All right. Roger L. Jackson.
Liana, man, what a great ending for her. You know, she was crazy.
Yes. She's my favorite Ghostface of the movie.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Tony.
Yep. We called him kind of early too when we were putting the pieces of the puzzle together.
Mm-hmm. Skeet.
Skeet. Samara.
Mara Weaving.
Woohoo, Kirby.
All right, Hayden. There it is.
Yep.
All right. All right. I guess I'm going to stop it. Ain't mine. Yep. I'll stop there. All right. Wow, guys. We did it. We
survived
finished
all six.
all
Yeah, we
six. All right. So, Nate, why don't we start with you and then we'll go to Knight. Thoughts, conundrums, any perspectives after watching it again?
I had a blast watching it, the first time in theaters. Obviously, I had some issues with it, and on like a lot of other things on repeat and repeat and repeat viewings, you pick up on
Yeah.
other things that may or may not work out so well in your mind. But I don't know. I guess maybe it's because I'm just so partial and love these movies. I always try to go back to the fact of like, you know what? As many issues as I might have with 6, I can still watch it from beginning to end and like have a blast. So
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to remind yourself it's just a movie.
Right.
It's not reality. Forget about this, and that. Just have fun when you're watching it, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm the first to admit there are a lot of movies out there that I will watch, and I will not do that. I will pick it apart like crazy and be like, oh, this and that, and that's why I didn't like it, and I'll never watch it again. These movies, it's just I've got a lot of issues with a lot of the sequels, but I just have a blast watching any of them, including this one. So
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. That's the key to it. You know, just take it for what it is. I mean, just watch what, you sit down, watch what they're presenting to you, go into the world of that, those writers, because it's their world, not ours, right? And they live in a world where you can get stabbed 17 times in the upper torso and live. That's their world. So, I'm not, they're not pushing play in my world. I'm pushing play in enter theirs, right? So that's how I always process it. And as a content creator, part of what I do, and I think we have to do, is be critical, not like trying to tear it apart. I mean,
right.
just be analytical and show, kind of share both sides. But as a fan, at the end of the day, am I happy that we've got new Scream movies? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're not bad. None of them are bad.
Yeah.
None of them.
They're 6-0 so far.
They are. 100%. So, Knight, how about you, man?
Yeah, man, I think that I echo what you guys have said. I think that this is a good movie. It's a good movie. There's some missed opportunities and some things that may not hit the way we want it to. But there's a lot of great stuff. The film looks great. A lot of great shots, great character moments, especially for obviously Melissa and Jenna and even Mason. I think there were some great moments for Mason. Too many survivors, but that's another story.
Right.
But I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And like you said, Stephen, this is the end, or even if it's just the end for now for the Carpenter sisters, it's a good way to end it. I will be honest, because I enjoyed them and especially Melissa so much in this one, I was really curious to see what was going to happen. But who knows? Maybe down the road. I'd love that opportunity down the road if it comes to pass. Sure. But this was fun. It was a lot of fun, and it was great watching it with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. And I agree with what Polar said. I agree. I think Mason Gooding as Chad and Sam, Melissa, I think they were the stars. I think they stole the show. And then Quinn, I think Quinn I would put number 3, even though her role's so tiny.
Yeah.
But it was so good. She was so good when she was on screen.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like when she was showing that intensity and anger, it was so believable.
So believable.
Like it's kind of funny because like Dermot, he had intensity, but it felt over the top.
Right.
In
exactly.
not such a great way at times. But with Liana, when she was intense and kind of over the top and drooling as she's talking, it's like it kind of worked. It's crazy to say that, but for me it worked.
It did work. It's like it was like that Stu Mocker crazy, over the top, and that I loved. And I wish, my biggest complaint, it's kind of a compliment at the same time. I wanted more Quinn. I
Yes.
said if they would have had Ethan die early, fake Ethan's death, and let Quinn be in the movie more,
Yeah.
I would have just loved that because I just was so impressed with her.
Yep.
And I believed her crazy. Like when
Yes.
she was at the third act, she was nuts, man.
He was.
Yep.
And she did well.
Mhm.
Sweet. Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. It's I definitely like it's my favorite of the radio silence Scream movies,
Mhm.
personally. And they did a lot of firsts. They took chances.
Mhm.
First time we ever had an unmasking of a ghost face in the opening act.
Yep.
That's never happened. I mean, first time we had two ghost face attack someone at the same time
Yep.
with Chad. I mean, there was a lot of firsts. So anyway, yeah, it was a fun movie. And again, I'm going to say what I said earlier. I feel closure when every time I watch this into this movie. I'm like, this feels like they're wrapping up their story.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if they never are able to come back, I think 6 is a good send off for the Carpenters.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, guys, listen. I know normally this is our show and tell time, and this is no different. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a step back to go over some behind the scenes photos and on set photos that Nate has provided me that have never been seen. Now, a few of these, not all of these, a few of these, share with me several months ago, last year, and I was able to put out a little Scream 4 video, but he's sent me a bunch more tonight. And I'm very excited that I'm going to share some with you now. And then, kind of as this nice tease and a setup. And then, probably tomorrow, my goal is tomorrow is to put together another video of unreleased photos from Scream 4. So let's take a look at some of these pics. And Nate, if you have any comments on these, feel free to jump in. Here's the first one we got. And obviously, this is some tagged screen used items, I'm guessing.
Yep. Those are jarring my memory here. Okay. So the mask on the left that's cut in half, that was originally there was much more emphasis on the fact that the killers were filming the murders.
Okay.
And the camera, as Jill reveals at the end, is a little tiny camera in the mask, so it's shooting through the mask. So they actually cut a mask in half, and they filmed like footage of all the deaths in the movie through the mesh of the mask that had the kind of that filter over it, like the mesh. But they never really ended up using it. We never really got to see it, but that's what that was for. And then the mask on the right is just one of many that were used on screen. You see the one tag there. It says Hero, Wes likes. So that was kind of how they would just kind of lay out what they had, and Wes would pick what he wanted, and they'd write Wes likes on it. You have two of the knives in the movie. The top one is one of the retractables, and the bottom one that's definitely a rubber knife, because you can see the black line where the paint's starting to come off of it on the blade. And the tape wrapped around the handle of the bottom knife, that's like gaffer's tape, and it was just because the knife kept slipping out of his hand in the glove, like constantly. So they wrapped that around it to give it a little bit more grip.
Wow,
Very
sweet. Cool. Yeah, man. All right, let me see. And we got this shot here.
Whoa.
I forgot her name, but
Same. I was just like, oh god, he's gonna ask me your name.
oh, it's okay, man. I'm drawing a blank as well. But yeah, there she is on set playing around with the knife, and of course her blood is from her scene. And
All right.
ooh, hello. And her
Allison Brie.
dress, Allison Brie. There you go. Her dress, her skirt is soaked, man. Look at that.
Yeah,
It is
that was such a
soaked.
great scene. I love that scene so much.
Mm-hmm. Yep, me too. It's great. Great shot, man. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. I'll do a few more. I had to ask you about this now. I see West likes everywhere.
Yeah, that's just showing a little layout of like what would typically be on set, where they kind of would mark them as Westlikes, and then they would separate those from the other ones, and then when they would do a scene, they would just have those laid out and be like, okay, Wes, out of the 10 masks that you like, which one do you want to use now?
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. Man. Okay. Oh, we all know what this is. This is how'd you like to take a nap on Olivia's bed? Oh,
Wow.
dude. Wow, man. Wes didn't play around that scene, man.
Mm-mm.
Gosh.
No, he did not.
That's awesome.
It's still brutal, that
It
scene.
is.
Even for today's standards.
Yeah. For real. I just love that shot in Nev.
Oh my god.
Isn't that awesome?
Okay. Can I request? Can I get a copy of that? Come on, man.
I can hook you up, man. I can hook you
Oh
up.
my god, I absolutely love her.
That's just a great shot, man.
It is. That's awesome.
So
Oh.
cool. It's like just, backstage or not backstage, but like, in between takes or whatever and
Yeah. That's just
chilling.
that's just so cool. Just, whenever you can see the actors and actresses, just having a moment where they just having fun and smiling or whatever. It's just great to see that.
Yeah, man. Now we've got speaking of Nev, here's another shot of her taking
That's
a
my
nap.
favorite. I love that.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Your eyes are closed too, man. She's just taking a little snoozer or at least resting anyway. It's great. And then of course we know what this is. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
stay away from them doors.
Man, no doubt it's poor Aunt Kate. There she is.
Yeah. Mary McConnell. Great actress
Wow.
too.
Very great actress.
Any Battlestar Galactica fans out there knows it.
Hello. Oh yeah, love Battlestar Galactica actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a couple more pictures, then we'll wrap up. I love this one, man.
Great one.
Oh
Ooh.
wow.
Gosh, man. Dang. All right, and then last one here. Nate, I'll let you enlighten us a little bit here, buddy, if you don't mind.
So that was after, for sure after filming. Those are all the knives that were used. That's how many there were. Typically, they would have been separated. Like one box would have been rubber, one would have been like plastic, and then another one would have been metal and the retractables. But they're all mixed up now. That one that looks like a sword on the left, that's the mail slot knife. They found out during filming very quickly that the hilt of the regular buck knife stopped it from going through the mail slot enough to make it look like it could have killed her. So they designed this sword 120, buck 120. That way they could have the blade sticking out far enough to make it actually look like it could have killed her. And then you have some of the Out of Darkness books there, one of Gail's books. And then that mask, I believe, is the opening scene mask.
Oh man.
Wow.
From when they did the reshoots with that kind of funky looking.
Yeah. That's really cool, man. Oh, did JP take these, or do you know where these ended up?
The knives?
Yeah, these cases.
So most of the knives ended up with collectors over the years. I had a few before, ended up trading them for stuff that I wanted more than that. But yeah, most of those made it out. Even the cases, I know somebody ended up with some of the cases that I saw too.
That's awesome, man. So good. Val says, thank you so much for sharing these amazing pictures with us. Yeah, Nate,
of
thank you,
course.
man. These pictures are exclusive. You know,
And Craven's
Craven's
got some
something.
more fun stuff that I sent him for
You know,
a future video.
you know what? You sure did. In fact, that last thing you sent me. Let me see if I can upload that real quick, because you said these have for some reason StreamYard is not letting me. I've been
Well,
trying
you
to
can
upload it.
save them for a video because they're never
Yeah.
save them. Save them.
Okay. I'll save them.
That's an exclusive. So
Yes. Nate sent me an exclusive that never has been shared, and that's wow, pretty awesome. I can't wait to show you guys. It's incredible. Ann says that's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, absolutely. And then real quick, Paula had a question, and then we're going to end it here for Nate. What were your favorite moments, Nate?
in the movie we just watched in Scream.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I would say for sure the opening scene, because it just kind of was not, I don't think what anybody expected, but in a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
The unmasking in the opening scene, it was one of those moments that threw me off. You know, just when you think a Scream movie can't trick you, they did that. And it's also a scene that if I watch this movie with somebody that's never seen it, I'm like waiting for their reaction, because they're not going to expect it either. I love the bodega scene a lot, and the subway scene, and then pretty much all the Melissa was so good in this movie.
Yeah,
the scene with her was incredible.
Yeah, no, it's great. And then real quick, Deleka, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. Personally, what's your guys' favorite Scream movie? So, Nate, I'll start with you, and I'll end it up. So, what's your favorite?
The OG, number one.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. That's for sure. Knight, how about you, man?
The OG.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go 3 for 3. For me, it's absolutely the OG. Yeah. Again, I like all of them. I do, all of them. But my most favorite, it's the first one. 100%. And hey, we got a super chat coming in to wrap up tonight. Thank you so much, Val, with a $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Says, thank you so much, Nate, for taking the time to do these watch parties with us and sharing your experiences and all the wonderful pictures and props.
Thank you, Val, and you're very welcome. This was awesome. This
has been
something that I threw out to Craven quite a while ago.
Yeah, it has been.
Kind of said, hey, have you ever done this? Because people keep asking me to do it, and I've never done it. And I have no interest in doing it on my own channel for whatever reason. I just didn't. and you were like, "We can do it on mine," and I was like, "Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it."
Yeah, it was so cool, and because yeah, this was Nate's brainchild, man. This was Nate's idea, and it took us probably about 3 months to finally coordinate schedules and stuff. But because it's an undertaking to do 6 weeks in a row. I mean, you gotta,
Mm-hmm.
life is life, and things
Mm-hmm.
get busy.
Yeah.
But we figured it out, and then Knight was able to join us, and Coriander for most of it, which was
Mm-hmm.
another little treat as well. And this was such a joy, Nate. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just hearing your insight through all these weeks and the little behind the scenes scoop stuff that there's so many things Knight and I were talking about the other day, last week. Like
Yeah.
we've never heard some of this.
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
20 years we've never
Mhm.
heard it. So anyway, that was awesome, Nate. Thank you for being transparent and sharing your wisdom
Yeah,
and knowledge.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So cool,
absolutely. It's been such a fun time doing this and such an honor, and like Steven said, Nate, it's been great having you here, and
Mm-hmm.
this has been very special. It really, really has. I was just saying to Coriander earlier before we went live, I said, man, I'm so sad that this is
I know.
Scream 6.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Already there.
we're like a team here, and we're having fun every week, but that shows the strength of this community, this family, and that's what makes it so much fun. And like I said,
True.
Nate, thank you for doing this.
Absolutely.
It's been so appreciated by everyone here, every single
Thank
person.
you for being here every week.
Hey man, it's a
Yeah.
pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, man, that was really cool, Night, that you were able to schedule this to attend it for all these weeks. So it's great.
Yeah, man.
It's
I'm
just
glad.
been well. We got one more, right? My soul to take. I think we.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah, we have to do
We have
that.
to figure that out.
Yes,
We've already said it on the stream, so we have to.
We did. That's right. We were committed now. It's official. It's out there forever.
Right.
Everyone. And so we'll talk maybe backstage here for just like a couple of minutes before we cut, go before we shut down, and maybe try to look at some dates maybe and hammer it in tentatively at least. Okay, wonderful guys. Well, this has been fantastic. Oh, you know what? Real quick, let me play a clip for Val for your super chat, and I think where's it at? I'm trying. Oh yeah, this is becoming one of my favorites, even though it's really brutal. We're going to end on a heavy metal note, a little jolt of metal to close out the stream tonight. So please welcome what I just simply call these two the metalheads. Here we go.
Wake up! Grab right foot, wake up! Hot start, fade away, shake it! White leaf keep on the table, create that fable. Grab right foot, wake up! Come on! Hot start, fade away, shake it! White leaf keep on the table. I don't think you, girl.
I don't understand. I feel bad for her. She's like, why is that or something? I can't.
I feel like they were related to the people in the other video.
Yeah.
They're all from that same universe.
Yeah.
I think you're right, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this has been great. Seriously. Nate. Wow, Nate and Nate, I'll meet you backstage in a second. Goodness. But for everybody in the chat, thank you all. We had like 30 folks watching the movie with us tonight. That was awesome. And appreciate everyone anniversaries tonight. And Val, thank you for your super chat. That was generous of you to do tonight as well. And thank you to the mods, Polar,
Yes,
Val, Denisha, Mayanne. Thank you so much for keeping the chat in line. Not that, I mean, we have a great community. But
they did a great job.
You did a great job tonight. Keeping our community standards up to what my expectations are. And you guys do an amazing job of that. So thank you to each of you, my amazing moderators. Much appreciated. And for everyone else, I hope to see you all the next stream, which is going to be Friday morning at 11 a.m. We're watching Nefarious. And then Saturday night, we're going to meet Daniel Salazar, stunt coordinator from Saw 10. So be sure you have those on your calendars. And until then, though, guys, we'll go ahead and I think we'll call it a stream. And guys, I'll see you backstage. All right.
Alrighty.
All right. For everyone in the chat, much love to you all. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you soon. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Hey, you have been watching Craven Something Scary. This is Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface, thanking you for stopping by and checking it out.